He never seen Thomas. Them come all up there. Then do all kind of things to him that is wicked. He have a house up there, when rent, 7-room furnished. And all the members and kings and all both come there. And we say them plan, then government plan to come in and do damage. And tear down and match and beat the people them. And him leave 7-room furnished, and he leave St. Thomas with 1 suit on him back. And he don't return back there yet. So you see everything have to bend and everything have to confess. You hear me say? Somebody living in Kingston and he leave and go to St. Thomas and rent a house. 7-room furnished, may I tell you. 7-room. A man like that and he must 7-room furnished. You must understand what kind of house. Understand the kind of man. And then come down and mash up to the government say, if they can't bring how will life, bring your head up and them blood for it. It's blood run. You see it? You don't see it yet. Well then do him, them can't pay for it.
Howell was pursued by the colonial government, who believed this castigation of whites and message of a black Christ would destabilize the colonies. He was denounced by the authorities and imprisoned several times, spending many years committed to Bellevue Mental Asylum.
Howell, at the trial, spoke in tongues and behaved as a religious person who is inspired, would possibly behave in a manner that made them feel that he was mad. For example, he went silent after a while. You ask him questions, he could never penetrate that silence.
He's not a man like you, you know. Still a man. He says he's not a man very easy to know. And when they see him disappear from you, that's the kind of man. A funny man.
It's been a history whereby the state uses dementia as a way of delegitimating certain religious figures and slandering them and so on. The fact is that if you believe in a God, that's madness because you can't touch and feel God. So there's a touch of madness in everybody for that matter. And it's only a matter of society's definitions and measures that you can say somebody is completely mad.
Rastafari!
After years of discrimination, communities have separated from mainstream society. They have established communes where they continue to preach the back to Africa philosophies of Marcus Garvey and adhere to strict religious practices. They are not permitted to eat meat, drink alcohol, or smoke cigarettes.
Chap Mussolini bounce to the Lord of our God. King Emmanuel is 7. Adonai God. Tell the nation about this. Tell them the comfort of the blood Christ has come with the joy of salvation to heart and soul.
Rastafari. Give thanks for the God in three persons, blessed Trinity, prophet, priest, and king. Give thanks for the royal prophet who come in the darker days and say, up your mighty race, you can accomplish what you will. Read for the stars of equality and justice. Equality and justice stand for one. Equality and justice stand for all. Those and they that love Satan kingdom will have to fall, says our Father. Marcus Ice!
Set deep in the hills of St. Thomas, this is Bath, a place of spiritual healing for the Rastas. They believe that a slave was once beaten by his master and visited these hot springs, where the wounds to his back were miraculously healed. The waters are said to possess great healing powers.
The old man in this country and trim and shave you for your beard, having on your beard. If you go to get a work and have on your beard, they tell you must go and trim and come back. In those days, the few people that you see have on beard, they call them Donna Michi or Clark Gable. But not until Rastafari came into existence and we saw the beard, man started to use beard. So that is how the beard started to come. And then they started to call you Rastafari. In the mid-50s, locks come about. When there was fighting in Kenya to get independent, the other set of people named the Mama, they didn't trim them here because they're fighting a war. But they bring a show in Jamaica named Something of Value. They show us two generals, General China and General Komachi.
In the 1950s, late 40s, there was a group called the Youth Black Faith. They developed a sense of aggression, aided and abetted in a way by the contemporary struggles of the Kenyan people, pictures of whom appeared as a dreadlocks, people wearing the matted hair. Also, one of my informants who was critical in this whole development told me that they took on to themselves that outcast, derelict image precisely to offend the society. In other words, you call us outcasts. Well, we are indeed outcasts. We're not a part of you because our society is Africa.
We become extremists. We extreme. My parents didn't like it in the first. Some of my parents called me troublemaker. Making trouble, you want police come and want police come do with this and want police come do with that. But we don't care,
It is a dreadlocks more than anything else that signals a transformation. It's that part of you which you can easily change. You can change your self-concepts, you can change your religions, you can change your identity and so on. Nobody would know that. But once you wear that locks, you signal that kind of change. To be wearing visibly hair that is considered bad, hard to manage, and which is a mark of an inferior person then, and appropriating that and glorying in that.
Dreadlocks gradually became a visible symbol of militancy, and in 1960 the movement captured international headlines when Reverend Claudius Henry, a Rasta initiate, and 38 of his followers were arrested in an alleged plot to overthrow the government. A letter addressed to Castro was found, urging him to invade Jamaica and promising assistance from the group.